Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to DBS News, where the news is always a mess. I'm always under stress, but I've got you covered like Durex. And so today's top story, now I'm going to talk to you plain and straight. This is the one about the whole explosion that went on Twitter after a Twitter user made a very controversial tweet. Now, this is what the tweet read. I'm about to go to this night run and somebody's daughter. Now, this night run that the person was referring to was Digital 5K night run, and boy, people might have so much things to say about this story, but right about now, let me just show you what happened when it made TVJ's news.
Responsibly is a well-known slogan, while in the advent of social media, experts warn to post responsibly. This, as it is felt, one misstep could destroy one's career, business, and life. Which takes us to this tweet. The user jokes about attending a 5K with the intention someone's daughter. Although it was removed, the damage had already been done. It was screenshot and retweeted with several persons condemning the post. The user then hit back, suggesting that people outraged by the tweet did not have a sense of humor. Another one followed where he apologized, stating that his word choice was inappropriate and that it was not his intention to be seen as reckless. GMMB confirmed the young man was indeed a member of the team, taking to Twitter to disassociate itself.
So you know what was, I guess, kind of alarming? The fact that, one, but it kind of shocked it reached TVJ News, but you know, before that, when the individual made the tweet, oh, we must go now. Let me just give a little bit of the backstory. So I'm on Twitter, you know, usual just a search, and I see everybody having this conversation about somebody, a certain inappropriate tweet. So I'm trying to wonder, where is this inappropriate tweet? Where is it coming from? Lo and behold, I saw this tweet, and then what happened after that now is that instead of kind of apologizing initially, that the young man decided to kind of say, hey, kind of chill, wagwan. It's just a little jokey. And then that is when the whole of Twitter decided to jump down on the young man. Now, let me tell you this. Twitter, especially Jamaican Twitter, is something that is not to be played with. Jamaican Twitter will come and get you. So this brother now had on his page, I think his working info, something about GMMB and all kind of things, and then people them start you know, say, hey, him need to get fired. Yeah, Hasted and Co. Fat. No, I'm not even have to list out the one bugger. Don't to miss Kitty, me say, I'm a sip and fear read the program, I chime in on the whole entire situation.
If they are Brandon mother, I'll put her. Brandon have to take off my name off my birth paper. You never know. I said, I got on RGD and said, lady, take off that. Kakudo, me show me out.
And countless other members of society, this has been like a water cooler conversation that everybody is now talking about. Parents are now having a conversation with them sons, fathers have with them daughters. It is just the topic that everybody is discussing in Jamaica right now. It's about social media responsibility. Now, I've been fortunate enough to be a part of, you know, a couple tours. I think White Perry had his story some time ago that was talking about responsible use of social media that I was a part of. You know, I was able to work with, you know, Patrice, Dynamic Lifestyle, and be able to go into the schools and just talk about social media responsibility as well. And so when I see things like this, it definitely makes it very clear how important conversations and tours like that are in Jamaica, because best believe it, a lot of us still do not have a grasp on how to use social media. Let me just say this. Twitter is a space that I don't really use very often, and when I jumped on Twitter, especially Jamaican Twitter, I saw what went well there was whole heap of bullying, was whole heap of ray, whole heap of cas, whole heap of bring down, and that is what I guess like fueled the whole energy of Twitter. Now, in this 2019 space, I was just like, oh wow, this kind of seems like problematic, but I figured that, hey, maybe this is just Twitter rules and things just work differently on Twitter. People, I would say professional people, like people who work in like corporate spaces, talking about which girl them name out. I'd say girls who, you know, are a part of like, you know, companies where everybody know about I mentioned say what them did suck from 2 weeks before and what they want to sit down pan, and you'll go on them page and you say, okay, this is the executive of employed to so, and I'm just like, well, I guess somebody not check employer's background. I guess everything is okay. So I figured that maybe Twitter was like a free for all. So when I saw this now, the only good came from it was that, oh, at least Twitter can have a little chill pill where people can say, maybe that go a little bit too far. Maybe that wasn't the best use of language, and maybe that wasn't the kindest thing to say on a public platform like that, especially when you're representing a corporate entity. No, this is where I guess me have to just like share my 2 cents. I'm one of them people who don't believe I'm perfect or I'm self-righteous or I don't know, nothing like that, because there are certain things that I would post like years ago that I wouldn't post now. So one time I probably would have just said somebody big, fat, stink, ugly, all kind of things like that. No, I'm more mindful. I probably would have used the word retarded at some point in time. No, I understand, say here, there are certain words like, you know, that you have do off, that might not be the best choice of words to use when speaking to particular persons. And that just comes with growth and maturity over time. And so in this space now where you have so much young people, them not really, I guess me gonna say them still have them years of experience to kind of get, but let me just tell you this. Not because you're quote unquote young, that means that you must not be aware of the society and the things and the conversations that are happening around you. If you're born in a 2000, you should be mindful enough to know, say, yo, there's a certain conversation happening in the United States as it relates to like anti-bullying, as it relates to like certain conversation about certain issues, and you should try to ensure that you conduct yourself with that world view in mind. And yeah, the only good thing that I think could potentially come from this is that more people will be aware and see an example where it's not everything is a free-for-all on social media when it comes to the words that you use to describe situations. There are certain conversations that me just personally believe say is not no joking matter. And sometimes you don't really understand because you don't have the experience or you don't have friends who have related to these experiences. So it can sometimes develop a culture of insensitivity where we don't very mindful of how the words can sometimes harm others. And so what I'd like for this to actually do now is to make people say, yo, let me think before me tweet. Let me make sure I check what I say. Let me ask a little friend like, yo, is this appropriate? Let me look for myself now and say, yo, do I represent anybody who could potentially be affected by some of the things that I'm going to post? Sometimes you mess up, you know. Sometimes you just don't know and you make a little mistake and I just saw it go. But at least when somebody come to you and say, yo, I think you made an error right there, so I think that did wrong, come to them with a spirit of humble humility. Say, all right then, let me hear why you think that this was problematic. And listen, don't be up in your ego and be like, yo, I that me saying, man, I'm not change this and yeah. Humble yourself sometime, people, man. Like, I just saw it going on, man. It's just saw it go. You live and you learn. And everything, and every time we forget up and live like so, we exist in a Family Guy and South Park, and we walk with Dave Chappelle in our brain. Them the people that might get away with certain things where push the edge, the envelope. Nobody thinks it's gonna work for you. I just saw it go. Some comedian can get away with things. It might not work with you, especially when you have other optics at play. When you're connected to some people, you're connected to a certain business place. I just saw life stay. Please, me I beg you, just be a little bit more responsible. That is all. So remember, there is still something considered as freedom of speech. But then you have certain choice words that will lead to consequences, and I just saw the thing set. I don't know where else. So I don't know if you're one of them people who agrees that the young man should have lost his job. Maybe you think him should I get another chance. Do you think that maybe this thing just end up blow up out of proportion? But all me have to just say is that certain words, especially the 4-letter word here, the R word, they just load the one day alone. Certain things just, yeah. You get me? No joking matter. The people them who know chastising the youth now because I guess they're losing job and yeah. Don't bother do it because we all have said some crap online. But now this is a part where we have to go share, have the conversation. If you have a friend who posts something, say, here what? That is insensitive and here is why it is insensitive. How about you go about this differently? It is not about trying to be politically correct all the time, but as a human being, you have to try to be sensitive to the feelings of people, all people that exist in the world. And that is all I have to say. about the situation right here now. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Read those sound off below because I'd love to hear what you have to say. Sounding off, people, that's it for DBS News, where I'm always a mess, I'm always under stress, but I've got you covered like do Rex. Sound off below. Take care until next time.